Currently, my largest bill since I have solar has been $9.81. There are some taxes because I'm still connected to the grid, and that, at the end of the day, that's basically what I'm paying. But if I average out my annual bill and divide it by 12 months, currently my electric bill, even though once again I have to amortize my system, is lower than what my average would have been before. As an example, if I turn right now the month of April, my average for the last couple of Aprils was $180. So that's already $20 more than what I'm paying to the finance company. I become almost addicted to the app that I can see basically what I'm producing every day, trying to see that the system produces more and more. But it's nice to know that when I looked at the actual usage, is that my system produces more than what I use. Not necessarily the fact that I said I look daily. I look many times a day to see if the system's producing, not producing. I check on my basically FPL, even because I'm going to pay some taxes on it, all right, only. They still give you what is your average cost. So sometimes you say, okay, your daily average cost is 30 cents. So I make sure that I don't go over to 31 cents, because if I'm going 31, that means I'm using somewhere along the way, right? But you can also track the actual usage of kilowatts. And I always try to look at my phone, kind of like saying, okay, I want to be sure that it's still zero. And it always says zero for days and days and days. So as long as it is zero, I know that I'm not using, or I'm offsetting my usage with what I'm producing. I look on the app, and of course it's interesting to see days by day. So when you look at an entire month, and you see basically it's okay, everything is in green, so every time you purchase, everything is in gray, what you sold. And you see only a couple of things, you know, like I mentioned earlier, out of a 30-day period, 6 days I bought, 24 days I sold. So I'm basically using my own energy and I'm selling, why not? First of all, I think doing clean energy is great. As an analogy, and you can use it or not, I like sailing. I like boating on the ocean, right? Okay, I could use a power boat, no problem. I'd rather do sailing. So are they both going to take me over water? Sure, but I think the enjoyment of one is basically more attached to nature versus the other one, which you have, you know, gas it up, and sometimes gasoline is not very inexpensive. It's not cheap, so it's almost like the same analogy. If I'm going to have to once again pay FPL or an energy company, which is have to burn coal, burn fuel, whatever it is to produce it, versus being able to do a solar, why not do a solar? It's a financial trade-off. At the end of the day, it's, for those who are, you could say, non-believers, sure, well, don't worry about it. You're already buying solar because FPL is producing solar. The question is, people say, oh, you're going to still have to finance it. Okay. So guess what? You pay FPL or you pay a bank. You pick, right? You're going to have to pay somebody. But after 4, 5, 6, depending on what the length of your term is, one day you stop paying. And that's when it becomes fun. So, because today, sure, I pay $10 or roughly 8 and change to FPL, plus my finance charges, I mean my mortgage on the system. But in 4 years, it will be only FPL, my 10 bucks. I have 3 kids, but 2 of them are already big enough. But the small one that is in the house right here with us, she went through the process seeing what was being done. She sometimes goes to my cell phone and picks up on the app and finds out how much the system is producing. So you get them involved in that, and it almost becomes a game. And she has a little tree house that she oversees the panels. So okay, she says, oh, you have leaves above the panels. We need to go and clean them and stuff. So once you get them in to be able to understand there's something common that is normal, they take it as that's the new norm as well. Because today, my little girl, for instance, understands how the electricity that she sees on the lights of the house is produced. Before, she did not know. She just knew that I paid a bill for something, But now she knows that whatever she's using is produced by her own roof. Seamless. Seamless. Not only they basically said, we'll send in the crew such days. My kids at school, or I was at work, whatever, I will come in the afternoon. I mean, I would never see them come in the morning because I would leave before they came in. They work on top of your house, so it means you don't have to have your house open. They work on the outside. And by the time I came back at 5 p.m., they were basically gone again. The floor was clean, like nobody had been there. I would go every night to the tree house and kind of like pick up the roof, and little things were basically until one day all panels were all set. And literally the day that I was told, this is the day when your system is producing, and sure enough, it was actually producing, yeah. It was a no-brainer. It was perhaps just laziness and not doing it. Who do you buy electricity from? Who's your electric company? Be FPL, whoever. How much you pay a month? The first thing that I will consider there, and how much you use. Well, they may not know how much they use, so okay, get your bill out and let me review it very quick. Did you know that you could actually buy the same energy but own it? That would be the trade-off. You buy an FPL, would you mind over the next 5 years buying from somebody else instead? They say, who? From yourself. And then what happens after 5 years? Oh, after 5 years, you basically bought yourself out. That would be an easy way to sort of bring it into the picture. Is you pay today FPL, the next one you pay a finance company, but you're basically doing it for yourself. It's almost like a home improvement. What happens after 5 years? You don't pay anybody. What would happen FPL during the next 5 years? You pay FPL. What happens after 5 years? You continue to pay FPL. So